Hey, welcome back to the Wicked Gamer Collector. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at the Retroid Pocket number 2. And I just make this quick video just to show you how you need to install something from the Play Store. Okay, so what you need to know if you're getting this device for the first time, that with the home button you can activate the mouse cursor. So the first thing that you need to do with, of course, a Retroid Pocket, you need to go to the settings and you need to have your Wi-Fi enabled. So when you have done this, simply you go to the Play Store. And with the Play Store you need to sign in. So if you don't have a Google account, that is the first thing that you need to do before you can sign in, of course. I just recommend get yourself a new email if you want to have this email especially for the Retroid Pocket 2, or you want to have this for multiple Android devices. You're going to need to put money on the account itself if you want to buy, of course, something from the store. But again, it's something you need to decide for yourself. I find it just convenient if you make an email and you're just going to use it for all your Android devices. Fill in all the information, and for example what you need to do is fill in your phone number, because you need to activate your phone with your account for double verification. And as you can see over here, you need to fill in everything, and when you're done, press next and you can activate your account for your Retroid Pocket 2 in this case. I must say my Retroid Pocket 2 is quite slow when it comes loading up the Play Store, so give this thing some time to load it up. The first time it takes basically forever. Okay, so I just cut 10 seconds from this video, otherwise it would take forever. But when it's loaded up, you can see you can sign in, and you can do this with the email that I've made before, or use an email that you're already having. Just log in, activate, and that's it. And you're ready to go, and you will come to the main screen of the Play Store. So I'm just going to show you what you need to do. Of course you need to press the home button because you need a mouse cursor. I really hope in the future that we're going to get, for example, a touchscreen in this device. That would make this thing so more convenient, and we'll have some more options. But what you can do with the Play Store, and that is the reason I'm happy that we have the option for it, that now we can basically download our emulators if you want to have them separately and don't want to use the Retroid system. Also, what is very cool, that we can play games. I did some messing around with the games. For example, Minecraft seems to be working very well, but I am still a little bit struggling with the mouse button and the D-pad. In the end, if you configure everything correctly, like the controls, it will work very well. A shame is that we don't have a touchscreen, so we're very limited to the games of Android that we can download and play on this device. Keep that in consideration. As you can see, we can, let's say, more like simulate and touch with the arrow, but still is not the best way to play. Okay, so I need to tell you that I am using now the old version. This is the Android 6 version. But what I think is very strange when looking at the Dream and other emulators, for example with the Sega Saturn, I did notice that we couldn't download the file itself. So maybe it's more like a compatibility with the Android version I'm using, but so far I know Red Dream has the possibility to play on Android 6. As was, I think, the latest version, Android number 5. So very strange that we don't have the option. Maybe in the future version of the Retroid Pocket 2 with Android 8 we have the possibility to install Red Dream, because it's one of the best emulators when it comes to Sega Dreamcast. But besides a couple of games that you can play on this device, what I think is just pretty awesome, if you want to have an app installed that you couldn't, let's say, basically get before, that you don't have in Play Store, now you can finally buy them and download them. Some of the emulators are free to download. Some emulators need to be bought from the store itself from a couple of euros, and some, like the PPSSPP Gold, you can buy it if you want to support the creator of the emulator. That's all up to you, what you want to download and of course what you want to play. And in general, it's not very expensive if you need to buy an app file. Okay, so then we're having the option to open it up straight away. Okay, we have the mouse cursor activated. Press on allow because it needs to check the internal memory, and SD for the ROM files if you add one. Okay, so I just shown you how to install this version. So for example, you say I just want to have a Sega emulator. What you need to do, go to the search. Here we can search for Sega emulator. But when it comes to the emulators, as you can see over here, we have quite some different versions. If it comes to Dreamcast, if it comes to Mega Drive. So you need to take the time to check out which one will fit your need. And even if you find some of these emulators, as you can see that it says your device is sadly not compatible. And that is just a big bummer in my opinion, because this is the Sega emulator that I was talking about and it doesn't work on the Retroid Pocket 2. I don't know if the device itself is even powerful enough to run it, but it's a bummer. But what I think is a pretty cool addition is that we can install just normal games like Minecraft, you can play Sonic CD. But if you're looking at, for example, Brawl Stars, that is not possible because that's a game so far I know you can't use with a controller, so you need to use the touch. So that makes games like Brawl Stars and other touch games unplayable. And you can play, let's say, Plants vs Zombies, but the problem with Plants vs Zombies is that you can't move your cursor too fast. So in the general makes the game pretty annoying to play. If you need to grab the sun, if you need to plant a plant, it's just annoying. So games like Brawl Stars, sadly, you can install them, but you can't play them. So this video just wanted to show you what can you do with the Retroid Pocket 2 when it comes to Android stuff. So I think it's pretty cool that we can have Android on this device so we can use it in dual boot. Still, the question remains, are they going to give us an IPS 3 to 5 inch touchscreen? Because if they do so, it will give us more options for the Android part of it. Now it's more like, let's say, a piece of software that runs a lot of emulators. Some emulators, of course, and other programs can be modified and can be programmed for the key functions of the device itself. But in general, Android, there are a lot of touch-based games cannot be played, and that's a bummer. But I thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit the little bell, and I'll see you in the next video.